Ooh. We almost hit that guy. Sorry. Uh-oh. Don't crash. Alright. I didn't like the way X-Plane was pausing like that for a minute. I thought it was going to crash. I like how when you transition from one surface to the next, you hear like the bump. The guy's wingtip was like scraping the... I'm taking the long way to the runway. I don't know why. So we're on taxiway Alpha. I'm going to turn down Charlie, I think. Some beautiful mountains out there, huh? Not realistically spaced, yeah. Hopefully when we get airborne it'll be... Oh! I'm looking at the stream feed now and... It's a little choppy for you guys, but hopefully once we're airborne it'll be better. What the hell's happening to my airplane? Greg, there's potholes all over this place. Hey Max, dude, thanks for hosting. Were you on your way out? I don't know if you're actually in the it looked like you were dressed up to go out before when you were on your stream. Hey RC Fly, what's going on, dude? Thanks for the host, dude. Much appreciated. Welcome aboard Cirrus Max pilots. Oh, you were out earlier? Gotcha. Mr. Ernie. Hello, sir. I haven't flown. Hey Max, does the name Joe Foresto ring a bell to you at all? Oh, cool, Ernie. I'm glad to hear that, dude. No, it doesn't. All right. Next time, I chat with you like offline or something, I'll tell you why I'm asking. It's no big deal though. Disgraced, what's up, man? Thanks for hosting, Mr. Disgraced Pilot. Think about scaling back the chat box on the windscreen there. Next stream, what do you think? Is it a little bit too intrusive? I made it kind of large so it could be seen clearly on small monitors, like if I uploaded it to YouTube, but it might be a little too big. I don't know. Alright, so as you can see, we're below sea level. We're on thermal's CTAF. We are connected to the network. I haven't seen any airplanes out there. Nor there. Alright. Thermal traffic, green white Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo's we're departing 35 thermal. Hey Callum, how's it going? Let me just check my trim real quick. Temperature should be fine. Oh, I gotta check one more thing. Sorry, we're gonna have to pause. No, I shouldn't have paused. I could just stop. Okay, I did all that, yeah. Alright, got a positive rate. Usable. It's coming up. We're gonna RC Fly. We're gonna head over to French Valley first, and then kind of mosey on out from there afterward. Stream is buffering. Buffering or sort of choppy frame rate? I'm not seeing any buffering on my end, but I know that it's not perfectly smooth. Go to 25.
Skype Airport looks like you are established now, so just cross your feet at 2000.
Mr. I'm not sure if that said Mr. Zion or. But anyway, how's it going?
Cherokee 4 Alpha Hotel. Traffic off your 1 o'clock and 6.5.
Sorry, Cal.
Skyhawk. He's on the ILS.
Does it give you a choice to step down the feed a little bit?
Burbank Airport as well. Do you have an insight?
You know, I don't think I ever turned on my landing light, damn it.
Number 4 Alpha Hotel, Roger. And are you a Skyhawk or are you Piper?
Okay, 107 is the cruise climb of this aircraft. The range on this airplane, offhand, I'm not sure. I should probably know that, but I don't.
Contact Torrance Tower 133.07.
Flown it enough times.
Sky 4 Bravo.
But it's the F33A of the Bonanza Beechcraft family, so you could probably easily look that up online.
Sky 724 is Papa Torrance Tower, wind 270 runway 29, clear to land.
Is that a discussion you guys were having on Max's stream, guys? I'm just curious. I didn't see.
Sky 40 Papa, runway 29.
Or anyway, you were talking about the LaGuardia. Now I'm curious.
Sky 14 Yankee, Burbank Tower, wind 3303, runway 8, clear to land.
Sailing back down to flight simming. Good for you, man. This is certain hobbies. It's kind of cool that you can always sort of put them away for a while as needed and always pick them back up. And hobbies like this one, I guess, when you come back to it every time, you're like, wow, what's new and what's better?
Approach, correction, down Louis ground. I just confirmed Lima 45, that would be Bakersfield Municipal. You said Burbank, just confirm the destination.
All landings at 13 were circled to land.
511, Echo Mike, Roger, clear to Bakersfield Municipal Airport.
Are there any ILS or RNAV approaches into 13?
As filed.
With other than circle to land minimums?
5,000. Expect 3,000 when 0 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.55, squawk 7405.
There's Bermuda Dunes down there. Another one of Greg's fantastic airports. You fly over this airport and it just looks like no big deal, but when you actually fly into there, the model is just fantastic.
Here, one Echo Mike, read back correct.
Put my heading bug lined up with kind of which way I plan to face.
United 241, Las Vegas Airport is your 12 o'clock 13 miles reporting site. United 241, clear visual approach runway 26 left, and 5 mile final contact tower 119.9er.
See if we can get trimmed out here. Alright, I'll have to trim it a couple times.
Yeah, 1055 Mike, so I'm gonna have to call it a fail at this point. Yes, if you look at the departure, once you reach flout, you make a left or right turn. That's not, it's past discretion restriction. Want to go with a left or right turn to join, I believe it's the 197 radial back to San Marcos. That trip completes the San Marcos transition before the departure.
Marty Missile, yeah, this is like the golfing capital of the world here, it seems, Palm Springs. Every house has a hole in the backyard. It's like they signed on to the agreement that their house is going to be a part of the
Hotel Charlie Kilo.
perpetual golf course that covers this place.
Baron 100, Baron 1055, Mike. Do you want to proceed as practice or disconnect and start over?
Alright, let me switch my tank. Start my time.
Can 511 Echo Mike, runway 29 taxi via Alpha.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, F33. Yep.
4 Alpha Hotel. That Skyhawk is now about your 1230, 3 miles. Still on the ILS, descending out of 1,700 with tower. Do you have him in sight? Sky 4 Alpha Hotel. Can you follow that traffic and contact Santa Barbara Tower? Correction, contact.
Yeah, it's a nice one, right? I wish it had updated officially for 11 finally. SoCal approach, Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo VFR, 4,500 feet, approximately 2 miles to the northeast of Palm Springs. We're going to get a flight following to French Valley.
Or 4-5 for Alpha Hotel, Burbank Tower. Roger. Follow that Skyhawk.
You think she heard me?
Runway 8, number 2.
I don't get it, Nagy. What do you mean?
Wind 3303.
They won't, as in who? Won't do what? Carenado won't update it, or Rep won't update it? I don't want Rep to update it until Carenado updates it for 11. That's, I think, what the first thing that needs to happen is. Every time I've tried flying this thing in X-Plane 11, it's really bad. I don't know. Because I've flown it so many times in 10 and I know how it's supposed to kind of do the ground handling and the everything else. Every time I take it up in 11, I'm like disappointed with it.
United 241, Los Angeles Tower. Probably missed your call, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Did they officially say that on this airplane? I know they said that there were certain airplanes that they might not. But I don't know if they officially said that about this particular airplane.
They're 402 Echo Romeo, runway Tower. Wind calm, runway 20 left to Kilo.
Yeah, she didn't hear me. I didn't want a cold call. Yeah, this is a fantastic single-engine, 6-pack airplane. It's like one of the best ones out there.
Traffic behind you, a Piper is joining the final about a mile and a half out.
SoCal approach, Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo, VFR 4,600, looking to get a flight following to French Valley.
They're 576 Tango Bravo, SoCal approach, squawk 2074 ident.
Okay, that was squawk 2674 ident for 576 Tango Bravo.
November 6 Tango Bravo, negative 2074 ident.
Okay, 2074 will ident, but it's 576 Tango Bravo.
United 241, taxi at terminal via Alpha 5, Bravo 5, Charlie, cross forward 26 right at Alpha 5, have a great day.
Ident.
Sky 4 Bravo Yankee taxi to Park via Charlie, remain this frequency. And it's passed for the I-3. The only issue was just when you tried to, the instruction was to join the Santa Monica 125 radial, and you automatically assumed it was Seal Beach. Although it is logical to think that the first fix on your flight plan is what you're going to be getting vector to, because that's what's in the clearance. That's not always the case of what you're actually going to receive. Always remember the routes are actually designed for non-radar, no radar conditions. So if you lost comms, then you're still able to navigate to the airport.
Yes, this airplane is the reason why I still have X-Plane 10.
That's just the only.
I mean, I fly X-Plane 11 all the time with my other aircraft, but. Let's take this down.
Number 576 Tango Bravo, your radar contact 6.5 miles west of Palm Springs, VOR Palm Springs, altimeter 3011. Maintain appropriate VFR altitudes.
Okay, we maintain VFR altitude. Spin is 576 Tango Bravo.
Number 6 Tango Bravo, if you could please just take in the destination airport and your airplane cruise altitude and your aircraft type.
Sure, we're at Type Bonanza, 4,500 and French Valley.
And that's 33, BE33 answer.
Affirmative, F33. Yeah, BE33, the code, yes, for 576 Tango Bravo.
Thank you.
Love that mountain.
Bearing 105 Mike 7 clearance, clear to Center Marine Airport, Fall 5 departure.
Haslogen, how's it going?
Direct. The acidics at maintain 3,000. Expect 6,000, 1 0 minutes after departure.
Mixed. Thank you very much for following.
12055 squawk 3342. Have a request for the I-10.
And thanks for the hosts. Who giggled? Greg? Pretend like we actually have a neck that can turn. Bag of bones. What's going on? Hey AJ, this is the F33. I do have the A36, but I never really.
Sky 454 Alpha Hotel, taxi to Park via Charlie, and
I never really fly it. It is a cool plane. Hey, Mr. Jackal, what's going on, dude? Thank you for hosting.
Sky 402 Echo Romeo, contact Soka departure.
And AJ, thanks for hosting as well.
Number 511 Echo San Luis Tower.
Val dudes, what's going on, man? Thanks for hosting. How's it going? Did you get your video card yet?
Okay, 402 Echo Romeo, Soka departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain.
You doing great? I'm doing good, AJ. Thanks, man.
6,000, and you actually did.
Hope your flight training's going well. I'm assuming you're still doing it.
Stand by, and I'll explain.
So, Hazelton, you're saying that you got home, passed out, took a nice nap. Nice. Now you're up. Watching some Twitch. Bag of bones. How's it going, man? Thanks for hosting. Solo cross country very soon. That's exciting. Carenado. What's going on, man? It's kind of low to be cruising at 4,500 over here. It's elevation of the most exciting airport in California. Banning is, I think, I don't know, 2,000 something. Yeah, it's Google source. A lot of it. Zoom level 17, sprinkling of 18 and 19. This might be 18 out here because of the airport. Best airport to fly past. Check out these airplanes down here. Look at these two guys in formation. They're probably going to land it. They're up for some excitement at Banning. Catnapper. How's it going, man? Thanks for following. Is that guy going there? Yep, there he goes. Some drone traffic. Let's rate their landings. Check out these giant trucks down here.
Here, 511 Echo Mike. Santa Barbara departure, radar contact on 158,000.
Yeah, Greg added some more detail to Burbank. It looks pretty damn awesome.
Ray 1055 Mike, Santa Barbara ground, thank you. Runway 15 left, taxi via Charlie. Sky 2 Echo Romeo present, heading join.
As you can see, I don't have the roads on right now.
Stand by. Or 2 Echo, correction, November 2 Echo Romeo, are you able to direct Dragon to join the arrival?
Oh, here's another aircraft.
Departure?
They must be all going to Banning. It is kind of weird how some of the... I mean, I guess these are all pre-recorded aircraft, right? So...
Sky 2 Echo Romeo, turn right.
Whoever did those recordings, they must have been on a Banning kick that day or something.
And join the departure.
I don't know how it really works. I keep meaning to volunteer to record my flights to add to drone flights. I think they were taking them... I don't know if they were offering it for people to do that all over PilotEdge, or was it just the Western U.S., but I'll have to do that. Ontario, where's Huggy? That'll get him wound up. Actually, there is, to hold you over, Iced 8383 released in Ontario. And he did a nice job. He does Lego brick airports, but he places the buildings nicely. He pays attention to detail, and he actually included an ortho image that matches up pretty nice. I gotta climb up a little bit. Oh, wait, let me check one thing. Hold on. Okay, I did that here too. Good. All right.
7870 Papa, runway 15 taxi Alpha.
Good at 6,500.
Bonanza 16 Bravo, contact SoCal Bridge 135.4.
135.4, 16 Bravo.
King Air 1 Echo Mike, turn left, heading 090 Vector Fellows, contact Los Angeles Center 135.5.
I'm going to take us up Route 10 for a little while, past South San Bernardino. Alright, let's make that call.
Calling ready to check your 5x5. I'm getting a lot of people just like talking on top of each other, so I apologize if I miss your call signs. And probably I'm just not able to hear you. Winds 055 Mike, Santa Barbara Tower, wind calm, runway 15 left, clear for takeoff.
Oh, there he is. Nice. SoCal approach, Bonanza 576, Chamber up 5,500. We chose to climb to 6,500 for terrain clearance. Originally I told her 4,500. So I'm just letting her know.
Here 511 Echo Mike, Los Angeles Center. Clear track fellows, climb and maintain 13,000.
I'll show you where we are on this sectional. I don't know if she heard me. SoCal approach, Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo, 6,500.
Uh, 724 public for I-Port to Torrance. I-Port to Long Beach.
Yeah, well, Huggy, where are you exactly? Well, I mean, not exactly. You don't have to give me your GPS coordinates or your address, but... Okay, so we are...
For 724 Papa, Torrance ground.
So we came up this way, we passed, here's Banning.
Heading to intercept.
Let's go to the
Los
TAC
Angeles
chart,
170
or the extra
radio
resolution.
To Limbo. Victor 64.
And yeah, so now we're coming up Route 10.
3000. Departure frequency 134.9er. Squawk 6725.
There is San Bernardino Tower right there. I don't know if you guys can see that on your screen. Visibility tends to take a dive. I was going to say it a little bit more graphically there, but it tends to really sort of fizzle out around this area. Something about San Bernardino and Ontario that quite often it's like a little hazy in that area. At least in Sim it is. Here's Reading. I think it's Reading, right? So we're above San Bernardino's airspace.
7870 Papa, Burbank Tower, wind 3303.
We're on flight following anyway, so we're okay. We're just gonna keep following.
1055 Mike, contact Santa Barbara departure.
I don't know what they call it in California. Do they call it the 10, or they call it 10, or they call it Route 10, or they call it I-10? Don't they call it the 5? I was saying Route 5, and I got promptly corrected.
Fair 1055 Mike, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact, only maintain 6000.
I-10. All right, cool.
Back to Romeo, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
Gotcha, yeah. There we go. San Bernardino.
SoCal.
Yep, we're just kind of cruising along here. The Delta goes up to 3,200. The Charlie here goes up to 5,000. But I'm just going to hang down this road.
Go ahead and state your altitude.
Cruise on down this way. Riverside. Is it Riverside where that weird family was keeping those 13 kids like tied up?
Alright, anyone else on request or standing by?
Extra Axis. How's it going? Paris?
Back to Echo Romeo, you have a second?
Affirmative, Cessna to Echo Romeo.
Back to Echo Romeo. So I told you you flew the procedure incorrectly. The main thing you did
okay,
is you
Paris.
turned
So
on
there's
your-
like,
if
so
you
near
look at
Riverside,
reading
there's.
from runway 20 right, taking off runway 20 right, you climb on a heading of 220.
I gotta switch my fuel tanks.
Or as assigned by ATC.
I don't know if it
Expect
actually
vectors
says
to
Paris
show up.
on here.
So as soon as you see vectors, that tells you stay on the heading. You do not turn. This is what's called a vector sit. If you have the plate, you'll
Right.
notice that the two
Switch the
arrows
tanks.
that I guess extends from the runway, they don't connect to anything. So that
Okay,
it's
timer
kind of a
is
clue
reset.
to the pilot that you're going
So we're gonna hang a turn down this way.
ATC to actually give you heading or a vector to join.
There's Ontario out there.
The departure procedure. Does that make sense?
It
There's
makes sense to Echo Romeo. I was assigned for 20
the
left,
15
actually.
or I-15. Oh wait, hold on. Let me read the
Sky
rule
to
again.
Echo Romeo. I understand. Either from both of those runways, that was my bad, not giving the correct runway, but it would still apply that you just fly the
Okay.
heading.
Everything in
wait for
California
vector.
is the, and no one
I
else
want
in
that.
the
I
U.S.
won't make this
calls
mistake
an
again to Echo
interstate
Romeo.
or highway the.
Verify 5 Mike.
That's how you
advise
know
to
they're
have
from
Santa Maria winner,
California.
virtual
Okay.
west. Verify 5 Mike, Roger. Stack 70 Papa, contact SoCal departure.
I mean, here in Long Island, we do call it the Northern State, the Southern State, but that's the name of the road. We're not saying the 27 or the 25. We do say the 495, which is the LIE,
Stack 724 is Papa Torrance
but that's the
Tower.
only one I
Wind
think.
270 at 5.
Yeah.
Runway
Well, otherwise, we'd
2
say like
right,
I2,
clear
like
for takeoff.
we say route and we say I think. So depending on what it is, I guess.
787 Papa. SoCal departure. radar
South of
contact.
March Air Force
Turn right
Base
heading
is Paris.
340.
All right,
Climb
so
19, 1000.
Air Force Base is there. So like out that way, I guess. Oh yeah, here it is, Paris. Not right now. Yeah, extra. Yeah, we're just gonna head on. We're heading over to French Valley. Let's do a little flyby. Extended flyby. I'm flying over your office right now. Nice. I forgot I can wear my glasses and see clear. I finally filled a prescription for glasses, but I keep forgetting I can wear them. Keep forgetting I have them, basically.
Air Force Sierra Papa, contact SoCal departure. Baron 55 Mike, traffic passing 3 or 12 o'clock. Now right at your 12 o'clock and 3.5 miles as eastbound altitude and gates 5,500 temperament.
Gotta do the summit to surf sometime. Big Bear, nice.
Sky X72 for Sierra Papa, look at departure radar contact.
Hey, Mr. Silent, thanks for following, dude. So that's Lake Matthews. I don't know if I have any Beavis and Butthead fans in here, but Lake Matthews always reminds me of the episode where Beavis was a sperm cell. It's like a sperm cell with Beavis's face on it and the little tail coming off of him. And depending on the angle you'll see this, it totally looks like him. But I think most of you are just going to be like, what the hell is he talking about? And those colors look nice, don't they? Between the brown and the green. Exactly, Ernie.
Hyper Arrow 454 Alpha Hotel. Burbank clearance.
Just call it Beavis Lake.
Intercept and parallel the Golden State Freeway. Northwestbound. Until advised. Keep the freeway off your right at all times. Maintain VFR at above 3,000. Cleared, correction.
Extra access, thanks for following, dude.
Squawk 3751.
So we're going to hang a turn down here. There is, what's that one called again?
Hotel, departure frequency is 134.2, squawk 3751.
That's Corona. We're going to here's Lake Matthews. Lake Beavis right there. That looks like a yeah, that's definitely a 3D Corona over there.
Arrow 4 Alpha Hotel, read back correct. Verify
hey Duffy, what's going on?
Request.
Hey, Cordelli. Yeah, it was like 2 a.m. Every once in a while they were. Of all publishers, I don't know if it would be a publisher, Time Life Books, they would be advertising like 2 in the morning. You can own the Beavis and Butthead Best of 3 DVD set, and for like a couple extra dollars, you could own the whole collection. You know, it was like really not too expensive. I had seen it a couple times, and after finally I was like, you know what, screw it. One of the few times I responded to a TV ad to buy something, so I called up, got my credit card out, and I ordered it. I didn't even try watching one for a long time, and then I plopped it into the DVD player, thinking, all right, this is gonna suck, you know, just thinking that
Delta 936 Los Angeles clearance.
It was like one of those things where it was funny back then, but you know, they kind of realized it was either stupid or dated. And within 5 minutes, I was laughing my ass off and enjoyed it just as much. And then on top of that, it was great because there was no commercial. MTV always had so many commercials. So it was great. You could just watch the episodes without commercials.
Delta 936, read back correct.
I love those mountains.
maintain 1000.
Climb and maintain 1000 is Got her to Echo Romeo.
You have a flight
Sky
lesson for Sunday
40,
morning, but the weather's... yeah.
130, contact SoCal.
That's the rough spot about flight training, right? I hope you luck out. And that's like, what, Elsinore? I always mess that one up. So what we're going to do is, let's see, where are we? We're coming down Route 15. Where is that one, the 15? And here's Lake
Sky
Elsinore.
724 Sierra Papa, SoCal Bridge, John Oximeter 3008. Traffic's passing
And
through
then we're
12
going to
o'clock,
see
now left to right, about half a mile southbound, altitude
Railroad
18,000
Canyon Reservoir.
Takeoff. And do you have bridge crossing?
And we'll start keeping an eye out for these bodies of water. Diamond Valley Lake, Skinner Reservoir, and sort of like the convergence of Route 215 and 15.
Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo, traffic passing off here at 10 o'clock and 2 miles northeastbound, altitude indicate 6,600, type NM.
Negative traffic at this time for 16 Bravo.
There are 4 Alpha Hotel.
Part of the problem
so,
that it's hard to see the traffic
it's the freeway.
is that unfortunately with X and Viro, I have 106 installed.
Code that you can like put into your GPS
and
to find it.
It makes airplanes like
Basically,
right
if you're
in the
looking at
haze
the
difficult to
section
see.
certain,
They can become transparent. So for those of you that, but 107 doesn't do that. But 107's haze line looks horrible. But I am looking forward to 108. The screenshots are looking great.
So 454 Alpha Hotel. So
I just blew a hair off my monitor.
Also, the Golden State Freeway is also Highway 5. And you'll
Unreal,
notice it
Dedrick, how's it going?
South,
Yeah, it's looking nice, isn't it?
northwest, just east of Burbank Airport. So it's usually a left turn out.
It does, right? Yeah, it's looking good. I hope it
runway
performs
15 will be a
nicely.
Left turn out, and you'll parallel the freeway, keeping the freeway off your right, and that keeps you from entering the Whiteman.
I'm rooting for him.
And by the time you reach,
I guess one because I spent $70-something on it, right? But then the other one is, you know, it would be kind of cool to see like
does that help?
them be very successful and be just as good or better than Active Sky, but we'll have to see about that. But if when Active Sky comes out and it's awesome, I'd consider buying it for sure. Alright, so here we are over the lake, and then we have body of water there and a body of water there. And so we're coming down here, and I'm looking out and seeing, I think, Diamond Valley Lake and Skinner. So it's probably Diamond Valley there, and Skinner is a little smaller in the roadway. Can't really make out 215 just yet because of the angle. Hey, Firewire, how's it going? Oh, no kidding. Like, what do you mean on the other side? On this side? Why is that? Is that an airspace thing, or you just do that? Is there like a procedure I should be aware of? Am I violating airspace? I didn't even look to see if there was any kind of like restricted or anything. Oops. Hold on. Now I'm curious. Or maybe just avoiding the gliders. So it's right pattern 3.6 and the winds are 0. I'm going to land 1-8.
Here, when I go my contact.
It's going to be left.
Baker search 418.8.
Tried flying out of Phoenix, Nevada. Sim controller wasn't acknowledging half the aircraft. Oh, that sucks. I think we should start down. Let's see. The elevation here is 1350. We could look it up, but I'm just going to call it 2350 for the traffic pattern altitude. So 2350. Let's see. What's the altimeter? 3013. 2350. 500 is 2850. Let's go to 2900. Started down a little too late, I think.
26 November, Montgomery ground 555. Here 511 at Mike, Bakersfield approach, altimeter 3015.
Miss Diane, I'm sorry. You know what? Well, actually, I've been eyeballing the Just Flight stuff. Is really beautifully textured stuff. I can't comment on the quality of how well they fly, but like if you're looking something like a slow GA plane.
Bonanza 6 Tango Bravo, French Valley Airport's off your 11 o'clock, 8 miles report in sight.
Yeah, yep, we have it in sight. 6 Tango Bravo has French Valley in sight.
Bonanza 6 Tango Bravo, radar service terminal is
right there.
Frequency change approved.
Alright, Squawk and VFR, frequency change approved. 6 Tango Bravo, thanks, and you as well. Alright, so 1200.
You want to go Mike affirmative?
Let's just get that 122.8. We'll put that in there.
Delta 936 Los Angeles ground, turn your transponder ground, please.
We'll just sort of swing around. Pull the power back a little bit more.
You got traffic off your 234.5 miles northwestbound, altitude indicates 3,500. Type it out. Delta 936, thank you. Runway 25 right, text via Charlie 8 above.
Unreal Dedrick, I'm using OBS Studio. Yeah. Oh, we said 3013 on the altimeter. Hey, Coop, how's it going? Sure we don't have any airplanes we're going to run into taking off or landing out of here, especially coming off the end of the runway. We're still pretty high. Oh. Why are you doing that? Okay, that's good.
Another C7 Foxtrot Charlie.
Yeah, that mountain looks cool out there, doesn't it? Look at that plateau with houses on top. Even though they're not drawing in, you can see in the ortho that there's definitely buildings up there.
Heading 174. 5, radar vector
It's pretty damn cool.
23, Oceanside direct, mean
Just lean
5000,
through the
departure frequency
seats.
128.1, squawk 1364.
Oh, cheating. I could have just increased the descent rate, but you know, I'm taking it easy on my dog's ears. I wonder if dogs handle pressure changes equal to, better, or worse than humans. Alright, we got rising. Not too bad.
Bonanza 7 Charlie Fox, read back correct, and it's read back correct, and I do have your request for the I2.
So it's a 1-8 heading. Just set that.
Go, Mike. The airport are 12 o'clock and about 3 miles. Do you have it in sight?
No, I'm pretending like I have my dogs in the plane, though. I think I had like
Here, when I go, Mike, Roger.
30 pounds in the front and
report for cancellation.
20-something pounds in the back.
Frequency, change your advisory frequency approved.
Yes, that's why I don't use a webcam. I have a strange ailment. Here's the airport.
Stock 70 Papa, like Joshua approach 126.
Alright, let's switch over to CTAP. Alright, we're still a little high, but we'll just have to deal with it. Sorry, passengers. Oh, where's my autopilot disconnect on this one? Oh, shit. What did I do for autopilot disconnect in here? Oh, there we go. Okay. Chill out. French Valley traffic, Reno Bonanza 5716 Bravo is entering a left downwind 318. French Valley. Oh, there's some traffic climbing out right there. At least you got the direction correct. Kind of descending down into the pattern, which isn't the best idea, but I switched my... It's like hard for me to look... Oh my god, guys, we stuck our head through the roof. I can't even look at my fuel tanks. Alright, well, it's alright. Alright, gears come down. We're like way too close to the runway. This could be like one continuous turn to final. French Valley traffic, Reno Bonanza 5716 Bravo, left base 18 French Valley. Okay, put in a notch of flaps. And French Valley traffic, Reno Bonanza 5716 Bravo, turning final 18 French Valley. Landing flaps are a little high. Mixture's full rich, props forward. Get it down to 80 knots. Okay, we're on glide path. Let's get it down to 70. French Valley, Green Bonanza is off the 1-8 at Alpha 3, French Valley. Alright. Yeah, it's like an interesting tire sound. It just seems to do that when you taxi. It's like a new sound they put in. Excuse me. Welcome to French Valley, everyone. Let's take a little taxi around. Kind of cruise on down this way and back around. Oh, thanks, yeah. Another beautiful airport done by Greg, GPB. Yeah, it's like this weird lockup brake sound, I guess. I'm sure it's based on some kind of reality. Yeah, look at the textures on that building. Like even the... Right, I guess that's not 3D, it's normal map, but like, I mean, it totally looks like the paint is going into the lines. Pretty crazy. Great burgers at the cafe here, nice. Getting hungry. I had a bowl of cereal before I started flying too, with the intention of not getting hungry. If I start thinking about hamburgers, that's gonna cause a problem. Going too fast. Now this airport does have the 3D grass effect too, which is really cool, but I'm using it in X-Plane 10 right now, so you don't get that. It doesn't show up in X-Plane 10 apparently. Although X-Plane 10, I think, yeah, it looks cool. I thought it did allow for 3D grass, because I think, but maybe it's done differently now. I don't know. Dude, that looks cool. Look at the jet. Look at the flag waving. Frame rate on it kind of is about this lousy, but that fence is really cool too. Very nice. Oh, that's cool. I went back in and had my 3D back. Or my track IR back. Custom light poles. Hey, look, a little burger place. We could burger tables. Is that where you get the burgers from that we just passed? Oh, did we call the hangar guy last time? Or that was a different airport? I can't remember. I like the weathered containers, kind of rusty. Ikahana Aircraft Services. I'm going to need some service if I don't turn. Boom. Sorry if I'm making you guys dizzy with this horrible head management here. Aircrafters, General Aviation Maintenance. Alright. Let me get myself situated here. Let me just disengage this. Yeah, yeah. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna take off and head on past Temecula. Is that how you say that? Follow Route 15 into the hills, and we'll just sort of, let's see, what will we do? Time, okay. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll cruise on down this way. Although, yeah, I can do that, but then I gotta make my turn. And wait, what did I do last time? Was this? And then I think at one point. Yeah, I think I just follow this road. What? Let me zoom out a little bit. Get the big picture going. Alright. That's at 3. It's all the way up to 10. I could just stay out. Yeah. Could, like, I don't know, make it something different. Take 15. Then at this intersection, take this road around this way. See if we get ourselves lost. And then, I don't know, kind of cruise along this road. Follow the San Diego River into here. That might be kind of interesting. We could try. See what happens. Hey, Ninja, how's it going? We're at French Valley. And then I'm just going to get myself lost in these hills for a little while. And see if I can get through the Bravo Sandwich without getting yelled at. Out over the water and then back up up the coast. That's the basic plan. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and put our landing light on this time around. And let me make sure I'm on the appropriate tank. I think the left tank is fuller. Yeah. Alright. Oh, oh, okay, hold on. Oh, nice. Uh-oh, he's in the barren. Cool. This thing cruises at about 140. So if you want to follow me, you're more than welcome, unless you're going somewhere else. Or you can lead the way, you know. But cool. Welcome. I'm on CTAF. I'm connected to the network, obviously. Let me just put this on runway heading. Twin Comanche. Oh, okay, cool. Jillian has great apples. Computer flying. Nice. I love apples. Let's make sure we're okay with traffic here. Yep. French Valley traffic. Green Bonanza 576 Tampa was departing runway 18, French Valley. $70 knots. Okay, no more usable runway. Duffy, I'm not sure. There's so many places this year that got burned, huh? Oops, what happened to my trim? Oh, Greg, have a good one, buddy. Sounds good, man. Thanks for hanging out. Let me put this to 4,500. Okay. So there's Route 15. We have to bring that vertical speed down a little bit. Heading off into the hills. And Ninja, you saw the road I'm following down, right? Flying down. Let's turn a little bit. MIM, you're in this area? Okay, we're coming up on 4,500. That rock looks so cool coming through the grass. So we're going to turn to a heading of about 190, I guess. Oh, we're hitting some frames. Alright, so as we cruise on into this area, I'm going to start my timer, but I'm not going to switch my tanks because my left tank is still fuller. Alright. Live about a mile from Cable. Ah, cool. That's a cool airport and X-plane to fly out of. Like when you're trying to avoid that Class Charlie bite in the shelf area. It's kind of neat. X-plane comes with a 3D version of it. It's a generic one. I don't know how realistic it is. Let's come down here and see this town over here. If I remember correctly, that is going to be Fallbrook. And then as we pass Fallbrook and the road turns back that way, we're going to see a pretty distinctive set of ovals. Oh no, wait, we weren't going to do that. I was going to, at the oval, make a left and follow this road. So let's see how that whole thing works out. There's Fallbrook. And here's the highway. And there should be an oval, I'm guessing, along here. I'm going to purposely go wide of the road so I can see the stuff surrounding. It's either here or it's on the next intersection. Let me see. It's weird. Everyone saw it just get stuck. So I see one oval track here, another one there. See that? And then over the nose, it'll be there. So then there should be one right down here. Maybe this is it. This is hard to see, but that looks like an oval. And then apparently that road goes up that way. I guess it does. Alright, let me just double check the chart one more time. Yeah. A road and a river. Going up that way. So let's try this out. I'm already feeling lost. Let's try 060 initially. Yeah, right now I'm in X-Plane 10 because this airplane is not really updated at all for X-Plane 11. But I've got like X-Enviro running and all the Eddy Sky Pack and Ortho, so kind of helps it, you know, look relatively similar. I can bring you guys flashbacks to the old menu system. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Let's see if we see Ninja out there at all. Not yet. So if Ninja's still following us, she's coming down this way somewhere. So there's like a little body of water here. Sort of swing right. There is a river. You see the river, like the trees following along the river here. So here's the river and the road. The little town of Pala. I'm gonna hang to the right. It'll be Puma Airport. Elevation 756. We're gonna have to start climbing though, I think. There's a road coming down here. A little development over here. And we're going to go down that way. Just down that valley, basically. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's no PBR. Okay, so here's Pala. I'm saying that right. right here. We're gonna make this turn, and then we're gonna fly up past the airport to Rincon. Rincon. And then we're gonna could try and just follow this river. The way they depict it looks like it's really obvious, but who knows? Either way. And then these contours saying 4,000, and it's 4,500, and I'm at 4,500 now. The lake elevation is 2683. So we're making this turn here and not flying into the mountain. I mean, I guess the sea fit would be relatively interesting to see happen, but okay, now that airport, I wonder if that's it right there. I know there's a little line there. It's 2,700 foot runway. I wish they told us the widths of the runways too. I mean, we could just. It's a private airport. It might not even be in an airport database, but yeah, that's it right there. Anyway, it's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever sort of flown down this valley at this altitude in this airplane. See your perspective on scenery I've flown over before. You can see how the runway is not lining up with the ortho, but still, it's kind of cool. Here's the ortho. It's like this end is correct, but not that end. Plus, there's no, definitely, you can see how in real life there's no 1,000, you know, it's just a visual marked runway. Puma Valley, there it is, cool. It says, you know. I'm going to pause for a sec, but just as I've been saying this all along, right? This is a 2,700 foot runway. Here's a 1,000 foot marker. If this is actually a 2,700 foot runway, this marker would have to be like down past the halfway point, right? Or, yeah, not at the halfway point, but like, you know, you get the idea. Alright, I actually disconnected my autopilot, so there we go. It might just be a database airport, you know what I mean? Like, if nobody did it in the gateway, then it just shows up as like the original data they had. Alright, so what we want to do is bear to the left at Rincon into these hills. So I'm guessing that's going to be up that way. So let's just go ahead and turn. And I'm gonna climb. Oop, what's going on? Let's take this up to
traffic, green light, twin Comanche,
55.
Which
Oh, you know what? I never put on ATC again. Let me go here. Okay, now we're back with ATC.
Southwest 562, Los Angeles Center, clear direct turn and Palms, VOR, climb and maintain 17,000.
So we'll take this up to 5,500. Let's get a little bit further to the left.
Bonanza 70, correction, Bonanza 7, Charlie Foxtrot. Could you just check the material again on the rating and confirm your request?
Hint. Those are some cool looking hills, huh?
Baron 555, Mike, I have your clearance advisory to copy.
Alright, so, and I see water over there. Hold on. That might be Lake Henshaw. Hey, Ashman, how's it going?
X7870 Papa, Los Angeles Center, DAC, altimeter 3015.
So we are to the
Arrow 4
west
Alpha
of
Hotel,
Lake
contact
Henshaw.
Los Angeles Center 135.5.
I don't know if that would be a helpful position marker for her, but
Euro 4 Alpha Hotel, yes, it looked like you did the Golden State very well.
and then once we get over the
Guys,
lake,
Charlie Mike, you're 2 miles with Snake, turn right heading 180. Maintain 3,000 until established localizer. Cleared ILS for to right approach.
we're just gonna keep going past it, and then down
Bonanza 7 Charlie Foxtrot,
this
turn
way.
right
So
heading
this would be like
220.
relatively the
That's a vector for visual curtains.
this peak out in front of us, and then once we get past it, we'll come back around. Oh, they did a live video tonight, or did you watch a? Because they just did one recently. Did they do another one tonight, or was that the recording they did like a week or two ago? I think did they do one recently?
Yes, that is part of the rating, is to perform the ILS rally 2 for approach.
Recording, cool. Yeah, I watched a bunch of that too. It was interesting.
Baron 55 Mike, I have
They did talk about the cloud issue, like you can see lights, airport lights through the clouds. Realizing like it has to be fixed. I was bitching about that recently on stream. Train's looking nice, huh?
Number 321 Kilo Lima, Stanley Tower. Sorry about that.
So we're essentially
go ahead
following
and
this
contact
road,
tower.
going up that way. I don't know. What do you think? Should I go another 1,000 feet up? Maybe it's a little tight.
Or 1 Kilo Gretchen, November 321 Kilo Lima, San Luis Tower.
Yeah.
Left push off, good route. Report midfield each time.
I mean, this is 3,300. That's 4,000. That's 5,000. I'm at 5,500. I mean, in real life, obviously, you're definitely gonna have to go up for just safety purposes, but.
Number 55 Delta, runway 29er, clear for the option. 1 departure prior to arrival. Taking the runway now, remaining in pattern.
Yeah, Ben seems like a cool guy for sure. They have a lot of energy, those guys. It's cool.
5 Mike
They're into
Roger.
it.
1 Kilo Lima, no delay. There is traffic turning the 1.5 mile final. Also remaining in the pattern. It's a left push traffic. Baron 55 Mike, clear to San Luis.
Actually,
Obispo
once I
Airport
get
via direct Morro Bay.
through
direct,
here, I'm gonna
maintain 4,000.
turn a little. Maybe is that what I'm seeing over there? I'm not sure if that's the road I'm gonna take down that way.
Delta
I
9,
think that's where I
36
gotta
Los
go.
Angeles Center.
I don't think I'm gonna go straight.
Delta 936, I think you missed a frequency change. Contact Oakland Center 127.45.
So I'll stay at this altitude for now and turn to the right. And then, well, let's see.
Air 262 with Bravo, Burbank Tower. Southeast bound departure approved, wind 2303, runway 15, clear for takeoff. Aero 454 Alpha Hotel, Point Magoo, altimeter 3008. Skag 6 Charlie Mike, contact John Tower 12618.
This road is coming here. It's turning down that way.
Charlie Foxtrot, sorry about that. Do you have Polymer Airport inside off your 10 o'clock and about 5 miles? And it's 7 Charlie Foxtrot, Clifford approach road 24 and contact Polymer Tower 18.6.
Yeah, it is good that you give them feedback. Looks like we're like over the lush green landscapes in Ireland.
Skag 6098 Charlie Joey, clearance go to Palomar Airport on departure for heading 175. Radar vector is Victor 23, Oceanside, direct. Maintain 5000. Departure frequency 138.1. Spark 6762. Hold your readback, so stand by, don't say anything, I'll get back to you. Gag 856 Charlie Mike, John Wayne Tower 11003, Bravo 20 right, clear to land.
Alright, according to that, the road goes
No, 1 kilo.
down that way.
Correction.
And
Remember,
then
1 kilo
you could
Lima,
follow
click the option.
that way. It's pretty crazy windiness
No,
going on here. Huh?
5 Delta, are you going to parking or taxi back?
Yeah, that makes sense, right? That's Santa Isabel.
Perfect.
A little tiny town going that way or
November
going to
55
the right.
Delta
I think
Roger.
we're going to
Just be
follow.
advised,
Oh, no, we're
taxi
going to
back
go
usually
straight and then over the
means
river.
you want to be taxi,
So
taxi back
the river
to
should be
one
down
way.
this valley
If you're
here.
looking for the ramp, just you want to go to parking.
Let's
so,
see.
Try not to confuse those two. Taxi ramp via Alpha remaining street.
It's either going to be down here or right down here. I guess I'm going to follow this down. But look at that. It takes me exactly where I wanted to go. There's the body of water, even though we don't see a depicted river here.
It is at 927 Charlie Foxtrot.
Man, that looks so cool.
24 clear to land. Back to Whiskey Bravo, your radar contact. Contact SoCal departure. Gag Manor Charlie, go ahead. Gag, Niner Charlie.
Unless that's it.
Departure
Maybe
frequency
I kind of missed it.
128.1, no need to read it back.
I see that, and I see that little blue spot right there. I don't think so. I think I'm in the right spot.
Arrow 4
Going down
Alpha
this
Hotel,
valley.
Contact Santa Barbara approach 120.55.
But we'll see. Either way, it's going to feed into there. So let's see what we got to do next. Once we get to this El Capitan Reservoir, what we need to do is basically be below 4,800. We're going to go back down to 4,500 now.
Sky 262 Whiskey Bravo, SoCal departure, maintain appropriate.
We're going to
feedback,
shoot right along the reservoir.
3009er.
I'm curious now if we're going to see the river coming out of here. That was the river that one. But you can see that there is evidence of a river that exists through here when there's water flowing. Yes, Oliver, it is. Absolutely, sir.
Arrow 454 Alpha Hotel, Santa Barbara approach. Santa Barbara altimeter 3008. Southwest 562, contact Los Angeles Center 34.65.
Do a little flyby. See how it's feeding into the river? Into the reservoir. Alright, switch tanks.
For 6098 Charlie, John Wayne ground, and you're on the east side. Sky 908 Charlie, runway
Pull my
20
power back a
taxi,
little bit.
Bravo Kilo. Back 6 Charlie Mike, taxi to Park via Bravo, monitor ground 132.25, pass for the I-1.
This looks like a street pattern. I wonder if that's marked on this sectional. No, but if it is, it would be right underneath this big
Bonanza F70
box.
taxi to Park via Alpha, remain this frequency. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to call it a pass. The ILS approach is required for the rating. So that is, even if, so doing the ratings, you're only one in. So just a tip. So when you're doing the ratings, we're going to treat you just like any other aircraft. So it's the pilot's responsibility if there's anything required for the rating to make that known as just a request, as if it was your preference and you're requesting it from ATC. Otherwise, we're going to just treat you like any other aircraft and give you whatever is active, i.e. visual approach, unless you make a request.
So yeah, it's pretty cool what she just said there. It's basically describing that even though it's a rating and you're expected to do, like let's say in that case, an ILS procedure.
I'm going to call it a discontinuous, not necessarily a fail. And just good luck on the next try.
That they're basically also part of the test. Even though they're watching you and evaluating you, they're not going to give you hints. So it's like you're basically having to, you know, if they're issuing you something that's not a part of the rating, it's your responsibility to know that and to say, well, you know, we're requesting the ILS instead.
Traffic, 12 o'clock.
It's kind of neat.
Slightly to the right.
Because when you, I've been in that situation a couple times on some of the ratings. You're like, wait a minute, the rating calls for this, but they're giving me this, and you got to open your mouth and say something. You feel like almost like they forgot, but they didn't. They're just watching how you're going to deal with it. Oh, look at this, like a big dam over here or something. This is really cool. You can even see like the elevation difference between the water piled up here and then the dam going down. And that's not even a physical object. It's just the ortho and the mesh made by Ortho4XP.
135.4.
Alright, so coming out of the reservoir, I see this road over here.
1255 Delta,
this whole development. So I'm coming over here, and I should see the road. I'm going to make a turn. I should see Lake Jennings. It's a visual checkpoint. I could call in for flight following if I wanted to at Lake Jennings, which is right there. So here's the road. Lake Jennings, I'm going to make that turn. That turn's going to be a heading of 260 for now.
Los Angeles Center, 134.65.
We're at 4,500.
Back 262 Whiskey Bravo, SoCal approach Ontario, altimeter 3011.
Okay, so now that we have Lake Jennings there,
and southwest.
That's an interesting spread of buildings there.
At maintain 13,000 Las Vegas altimeter.
Cruising along, and I think we're going to continue following the road. Yes, we're going to follow the road. We're at 4,500. So 4,500 is a nice airspace sandwich. The Delta, which is the dashed blue, is up to 2,400, and the floor of the Bravo is 4,800. We just got to make sure we turn and stick to that road.
Tower, report 3 mile left base, runway 29er.
Nice clouds up there.
Sky 609 Charlie, downwind tower 11003, runway 20 right a kilo, clear for takeoff.
Okay. Then I see this airport here. Right there. Alright. 2 parallel runways and an intersecting runway. And that is this one, Gillespie.
Skyhawk 125.
I haven't flown into there in a while. That and Montgomery, that's always fun.
Runway 200, line up and wait.
But what we're going to do is... So we're following this road, and you can see how the road branches off a bunch of times. And it kind of regroups back into Route 8. But I'm not going to follow Route 8 all the way down, because that'll throw us right over San Diego International, and we'll get in trouble for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to turn and fly basically toward Montgomery. And if we do that,
Delta, traffic is
40 under 10,000, so between here and here, we can take that.
Runway 29 clear for takeoff, left push traffic.
And then we should be just fine.
Report midfield each time, wind 060.
So let's go ahead and turn
Runway 29 clear for takeoff.
toward that way. I'm going to identify that body of water in the chart. There's San Diego right there. Look at the traffic down there. Look at that guy.
Sky 908 Charlie, contact SoCal departure.
I think that's Ninja. It's a twin engine. It's not fully drawing in.
For 609 Charlie.
See, this is the thing. I think this is the issue with the CSLs. They stop drawing in too close. They gotta stay fully 3D, like at least a few miles. I hear some more traffic.
Roger. We're about 20 minutes till close. That's probably a good idea.
Alright, so we just saw. So here's Montgomery, right? Not Montgomery, Gillespie. I think that's Ninja. Here's this road going that way. Okay, and then we have, so we're seeing this road right over here. Right here. That's actually a really good guideline. If you stay south of this road, look how it follows essentially the shelf area. So as long as you stay south of this, we'll be fine. Which is what, if that's Ninja, that's what he's doing. So he's staying south of this road, so we're good. Oh, you're way back? Oh, okay, because it was a twin engine, yeah. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, I think so. Because that would help us spot those planes a little bit better. So there's San Diego. And here is Montgomery right there. Alright. And here is
Roger,
Tom Cruise taking off and landing out of here, right? Maverick.
Do you have him in sight? Or 2 Lima Alpha Echo, continue on the base, join the final at 3 miles, and you'll be number 2 behind that Skyhawk. Skyhawk 1 Kilo Lima, turn your base now. Traffic is on a 3-mile base.
Exactly, yeah.
Also inbound to
we go north of this road, we're in the danger zone. All of a sudden the music cues up in the background of Geneva while she starts wrecking us.
Sky 55 Delta, extend your downwind, I'll call your base. Now 1 Kilo Lima, turn direct the numbers. For 55 Delta, you have the Skyhawk ahead of you, turn in base.
Turn a little bit to the left so we can see
55 Delta, no, you need to extend your downwind. I'm asking you to call traffic. Traffic is turning base in front of you. Do you have them in sight? Sky 55 Delta, I think you blocked me. Do you have the traffic on the base in sight? Or 2 Lima Echo, make a right 360, rejoin the final.
Look at that building. This must be actually, oh, that's a stadium, right?
Now 1 Kilo
It
Lima,
just
it's
doesn't look
very
like one
important
'cause
to
has the
comply with ATC
U.S. West
instructions
Real
as
Life
soon as
building,
you are
like
given them.
auto
Left turn
drawing in.
immediately off
That
to your, head into your right,
the outline
take
is
a
like
right
perfect,
360, rejoin the final behind
but
you.
it just doesn't look like a stadium. It looks like some weird complex. Hold on. See, it's interesting because
So,
I guess
5
these are like
Delta,
the
you were not
ramps
given a
that
right
you
360.
climb as you
Your
go up
instruction was to
into the
extend your
stadium.
downwind. Please listen to your call signs.
I know that feeling.
Sky 55 Delta.
So it's pretty cool how it
Okay,
auto draws the building.
Proceed. Direct the numbers. Runway
It's
29er.
just a little bit
Clear for the
inaccurate.
option.
It doesn't
Number
have
2.
like the shape of a bowl to it.
For 2 Lima Echo, the instruction was to make a right 360. Looks like you just kind of
Whoa, whoa.
on a base or extended base.
How you doing?
I'm not sure where you're going. Are you actually inbound for the airport or are you departing pattern?
That's San Diego, yes. Yep, in
Nurse.
San Diego. See, and then, yeah, so 107, this is improved where it doesn't fade out like that. And hopefully 108 will
Echo,
be even
well,
better.
does it-
I don't know, we'll see.
A 360, you shouldn't be outside of a mile if you do a 360 at standard rate. So,
Now that's not you, is it? Ninja?
Report me, Phil. For 55 Delta, instruction was to proceed. Direct the numbers. Turn base, runway 29er.
I see these nice windows here.
And 55 Mike. Sorry for the late switch. Contact San Luis Tower 124.0.
Yeah, you're still back there. Okay. That was entertaining. Alright, so we're going to turn up the coastline here.
1 Kilo Lima, taxi to transient via Alpha this frequency.
What are you cruising at, Ninja?
Generate Charlie, turn left heading 090, turn Victor 23.
San Diego County Credit Union Stadium now. Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Bonanza 1055 Mike, San Luis Tower. Circle south of Phil for a left downwind, runway 29er. I do have traffic on a right downwind, runway 29 on the north side. Also traffic is Skyhawk on an extended downwind on a base leg. Will be turning to the
I like
final
those clouds
about,
up there.
3 miles out. Report any either traffic in sight.
VFR flying is so satisfying.
For 55 Mike, circle south of Phil for a left to downwind. Extend your downwind, I'll call your base.
Roger that. Now that's the Chargers bailed out of San Diego.
For 2 Lima Echo, are you paused?
Oh no. How old is the stadium? Is it relatively modern, or is it?
Calling regarding the closing time. Yes, we'll be closing in about 15 minutes from now.
Oh wow, we might make it into John Wayne. Do a little direct signal peak action. That would be nice.
Stand by, please.
What am I using for water effect? Nothing. This is X-Plane 10. This is X-Plane stock water. They should bring back the X-Plane 10 water.
Bravo, looks like you're just
Perfect size waves. No repetitive pattern.
Above the pattern altitude.
Until they figure it out.
Terminated. Spark VFR and contact Fullerton Tower 119.1.
And then I'm using, on most of my tiles, I'm using a 100 mask width.
Please turn at your discretion.
Alright, so now we're shooting up the coast. This is to identify what we're doing. Like basically, We're kind of coming up along
Clear delay
here.
traffic
I'm
is
going to keep an
coming.
eye out for the Del Mar racetrack, I guess. And the San
Or 55
Elijo
Delta to go around,
Lagoon,
make left
maybe?
close traffic. Go around, make left close traffic.
Let's see, we should see Miramar. Out
Echo Lima,
there.
Tower.
I think it's like right behind here. Let's see if our backseat passenger sees it. Yep, there's Miramar. He sees Maverick popping wheelies in his motorcycle while chasing F-14s taking off and landing.
There are 2 Lima Echo. I
And
don't know
then-
what you're doing. The last instruction was to join the downwind and report at midfield, and I noticed you were on the base.
Then there's
but you
the
were
San
not
Elijo
moving.
Lagoon, and then followed by the
And then you're cleared to land, and you made a left turn to the
Badaquitos
south.
Lagoon. That's a big
Please
one.
advise intentions.
I guess this is the Torrey Pines Golf Course, which is a visual checkpoint.
Or 2 Lima Echo,
See if we can
especially
spot that.
high density
Oh, here's the
traffic
oval
situations,
track.
Really high traffic was just close.
Oh, there's some more
proximity.
traffic coming out there.
You cannot pause. Please do not pause without at least advising us that you will, so we can
there.
act accordingly. Otherwise, it can cause some pretty bad things. Are you departing the traffic pattern, or would you like to proceed to San Luis Airport?
Yeah. I tried to laugh. Like whenever I laugh at somebody getting wrecked, it's more like laughing because you feel their pain. Because I have gotten wrecked many times. So in no way would I ever put somebody down for getting wrecked and screwing up. I'm rewinding time a little bit just to make the ortho a little brighter. I'm laughing with them, but they're not laughing. Probably.
Or 262 with you, Bravo.
You never flown
Fulton
X-Plane 10
Tower.
while they're-
I
yeah.
said you're south of the field, enter left downwind runway 24,
Yeah, right down
and
there.
reported it being the numbers.
Alright, so there's like 2 tracks. And then maybe this is
Southwest
the
562, contact Las Vegas approach, 125.
that little lagoon that we were looking at. Is it that? No, it's a little further up. Maybe that might not be it. I mean, it might be. It's kind of dried up right now. But then it might be that too. But that's the bigger one, I think.
Or 55 Delta, there is traffic on the left base, and you'll be number 2 behind him. Report him in sight. Sky 55 Tilde, thank you. Follow that traffic. You'll
Yeah.
be number 2, runway 29 clear to land. Land 060 at 3. And 55 Mike, taxi to parking via Alpha, remain this frequency.
Looks like some nice waves down there. Alright, there's a little set rolling on in.
Runway 2 Whiskey Bravo, I have you in sight. Runway 24 clear to land. Southwest 562 Las Vegas approach, altimeter 3014, descend via Cape X6 arrival, and expect visual approach or ILS, your preference. Runway 26 left.
Do you notice a difference in speed, Ninja, when you close those cowl
Southwest
flaps?
562, you want to
How many
fly
knots
full
you think?
procedure for Preno or just factors?
Oh yeah,
Southwest
it's
562,
definitely
descend
not
via
as,
the Cape
yeah,
X6 arrival, cleared ILS, runway 26 left approach.
it's not as pretty. I agree. Yeah, the lighting in 11 is
Delta
incredible.
traffic no longer factor. He's on the rollout. Based on your discretion, runway 29 clear to land.
So this is, I think that's, yeah, that's the Badaquitos Lagoon, and then followed by Agua Hadin, whatever, and then the other 3 lagoons in a row. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Bing, bang, boom. And also, oh, and here's Palomar. Palomar's another cool airport to take off and land at. I'm doing so much airliner flying lately. I was about to do another airliner flight tonight. I was really looking forward to it. I was like, you know what? Jump into Bonanza. Yeah, let me change that fuel. Keith 210, what's going on, man? How are you today? Just taking a cruise up the coast. Been doing some GA flying. Haven't done that in a while. Ninja's somewhere in the neighborhood out here. Took off out of French Valley. Earlier we took off out of Thermal.
Taxi to Barcavia Alpha, remain this frequency. Have a great night.
Yeah.
Verify
X-Plane 10,
flight.
water and waves.
You are passed for the I-10. The only thing I saw was on the procedure turn to join the, or to begin the hold at Guadalupe. It looked like your outbound was
okay.
You kind of, like, it was a small deviation to the left of to the unprotected side of the hold, so you just want to be very, very careful that you do not stray from the radial of the inbound course, because that
See, that's what you gotta like about Geneva. She'll make you feel a little stupid by saying, "What are you doing? Where are you going?" But then she'll explain and teach you something, you know? It's good.
Terrain and obstructions on the unprotected side. But otherwise, everything looked great. Sure.
Alright. Let's see. I see a point out there, but that's not Dana Point.
Your 2 Whiskey Bravo attack parking via Alpha, remain this frequency, and it's a pass for the Cat 9.
There's like a little beacon rotating down there. Look at that, little water beacons. What is that? Is there a seaport down there, or is that something that is...
2 Whiskey Bravo, you said what?
Check that out. Never noticed that in X-Plane. It's like a little buoys. Baba buoy.
Not from what I saw. If you made a left turn off at Delta is where I see you now, and the south taxiway parallel with the runway is Alpha. Bravo's on the north side. No problem. Sky 908 Charlie, contact SoCal Bridge 119.6.
Yeah, that's like this right here. You see the little the jetty barriers and that little rectangle shape cut in there. And very nicely drawn in. Perfect. All right, look at that. There it is.
There is 6098 Charlie, SoCal Bridge, Colorado, altimeter 3009er. Depart Oceanside, you are heading 070.
Absolutely, Ernie. You got that right, man.
Weather and
amen to that.
approach request. I might have missed that. Also, you've got traffic at your 12 o'clock, 3.5 miles opposite direction. Altitude indicates 4,500. Good to know.
Got pretty clear. There's that little stumpy runway.
Number 55 Delta, runway 29, clear for the option.
And that's Camp Pendleton. What does MCOLF stand for again? I always mess those up. I gotta like learn those finally.
Carenado, Charlie Ryder. I have your request for correction. Expect ILS runway 24 bridge. Southwest 562, descend to maintain 5,000, and turn left heading 280, join the runway 26 off local hazard.
Marine Corps Air Station. Okay, thanks. X and virus settings, sure.
Join the local hazard.
This is, so I'm in X-Plane 10 right now. But I think I have it set up for X-Plane 11 the same exact way. If you want to take a screenshot, feel free. I'm using Eddy Sky Pack. And I have the upper atmosphere clicked off. So it doesn't... and I'm using X-Enviro 106. Which has the better haze model in 106. I'm using Eddy Sky Pack. I'm using the experimental clouds and the experimental clouds. I'm actually using set 1. I've gone back and forth with them. They're both great. I've shut off the 3D passing effects so you don't get those random obscurations. When I do that with VFR. IFR I don't mind having it on. So yeah. The only reason I fly X-Plane 10 is because this airplane doesn't really work very well in X-Plane 11. Look at this like, puffing going on.
That was 70 Papa.
Air station.
That was 70 Papa. Roger.
Or auxiliary landing field.
You're doing well. The 402 Echo Romeo, Las Vegas approach. Las Vegas altimeter 3014.
It's 2 a.m.
Romeo's in 180,000.
She must be dealing with hooking somebody up with completing a rating.
Southwest 562, you're 5.5 miles from Lari, maintain 5,000 until established the localizer cleared ILS from 26 left approach.
It's a kind of power plant. This big power plant looking thing. Not as big power plant looking thing as the Forest Axe.
I'm not going to be able to get you vectored for the approach in that time. Not sure if you have the airport off your...
Oh, cool, Keith. You bought it for X-Plane 11?
Right, it's about your 3 o'clock and 8 miles.
And you're running 107? Or 106.
Charlie Roger, Richard Bridge, runway 24.
The double stacks vision, double D, yeah.
Alright, someone else was calling for a taxi.
Alright, so that I think is Dana Point right there.
55 Delta taxi,
so that's all the way up here. So you see this little island and then the jetty barrier, right? And then from there, we want to go to Signal Peak radio towers. But we're going to call in. I should put in a better frequency than what I have now. So let's do this. 128.1.
Frequency change approved.
Oops, okay.
Correct, 98 Charlie, contact Palomar Tower 118.6.
Let's go down to 3,500. So Cal, approach Bonanza 576 Tango Bravo VFR 4,500 descending. Approaching Dana Point. I'd like to coordinate flight into John Wayne.
November 576 Tango Bravo. Circle approach. We're actually closed now, so you can proceed VFR.
Okay, no problem. We'll just continue on VFR 576 Tango Bravo. Thanks and have a good night.
Sky 402 Echo Romeo. Not going to be able to continue your flight here. Radar searches are terminated, and change to advisory frequency approved.
The nuclear power plant no longer in operation. It's just still puffing away.
Attention all aircraft, local time now 2300.
So Keith,
Alpha
yeah.
position
Oh, hey,
Alpha
Blez
Alpha Bravo
58
Charlie,
767. How's it going?
Procedures are no longer in effect.
There's some
Whole
traffic
airborne
out there.
aircraft operating IFR monitor 122.75. Whole airborne aircraft within class Bravo Charlie.
So typically what they do is when you get here, they then tell you proceed direct signal peak.
Have a great night, y'all.
Right? And so what Greg did, GPB 500, was when you install John Wayne, it automatically installs a model, a basic model of signal peak, these radio towers that are on this hill. And what they do is they tell you basically from here to fly to signal peak, and then once you get to signal peak, you're usually told to contact. You can see how signal peak is right on the edge of the core of the Charlie, and then they basically have you enter a left downwind for runway 20 left. So it's kind of neat. So anyway, here's Dana Point. We're flying over right now. Coastline looks pretty nice. I'm going to take this down to 2,000. Signal peak is right there with the flashers. I'll take it down to 2,500. Yeah, I do hope that X-Plane 11 fixes their water sooner than later. Do I fly real world at all? I have. I don't have any certificates though, as far as flight ratings. But I have a bunch of hours in Cessna 172 and in Grobe 103 sailplane. So Keith, as you play around with X Enviro, 108 is looking real promising, but 107 has some haze transition issues. They did provide a link though where you can go on their Facebook site, and unless they allow it on their website, you can re-download 106, and then what you do is download Eddie's Sky Pack. 106 has like a very cartoony looking sky colors. It's like oversaturated. So what you do is you install Eddie's Sky Pack colors, save the original files, and then you run 106 with Eddie's Sky Pack colors, and you click off the upper atmosphere. Leave the lower atmosphere effects on, and it's really good. That's what you're seeing now. You know, it's you get to enjoy the X Enviro effects. But 108, hopefully it's coming out soon. He's been posting a lot more screenshots of it, and he was very hesitant to do that for a while. It's a lot of fun, Ernie. It is a lot of fun. Fred. So yeah, here's like I said, here's Signal Peak. At this point, I need to have you over the tower. The airport's right there. I'm going to come off autopilot right now. There's a bug in the X-52 with X-Plane in that when you come off autopilot or just start up the sim, you have to like do a full-scale deflection of your controls. There's the blimp hangars out there. The GPB object. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put on fullest tank right now. Normally they have you land on 20 left from this direction. I'm going to do 20 right just because it's a nice big runway. Lots of markings that are fun to look at. What is the airport again? It's what, 50, 56. Yeah, so if it's not on the website, I can dig up the link for you. But if somebody else finds it first, feel free to put it on here. It was actually really cool that the developer, actually posted it on Facebook. A lot of developers don't want you rolling back, even if their latest version sucks. I've noticed that. And, or, you know, if it has a flaw of some kind. Oops. Okay. I think I'm like in a steep dive now. Let's try to recover from that. Alright, so we're past to beam the numbers. I'm going to put the gear down. My alignment on my tri-gyre is not very good right now. Speed's a little slow. I'm gonna ignore that. Okay, one notch of flaps are a little high. A little slow. Normally I'm doing about 70 at this point. Oh. Look at how tight the space is that you have to like stop between the two runways. Yeah. Yeah, it was we'll watch the replay on this one for sure. Ninja, how where are you? Did you catch up to me? I'm not sure if you're coming here or not. I assumed you were. I mean, at least I can do replays even on network, so that's cool. Downwind, alright, cool. We're going to watch you land. 35 people will be watching, no pressure. Anyways, another beautiful GPB 500, one of my favorite airports of his. John Wayne. Tell me when you're turning base, or just turning final, or base, probably even better. I don't know how close you'll be turning or not, but I don't want to miss you. Base now. All right, cool. We'll park quick. Do you have a spot? Okay. Dower. Ninja cam. Are you 20 left or right? There you are. We got you. Nice. Perfect. We get turn and final right now. Ah, damn it. Looking good. Nice and stable. Nice. Good stuff. It looks like you're about to turn right. Like, yeah, I'll go over here. Good deal. Good deal. Nice job. All right, replay mode. Rewind. You're a jet. Were you? Oh, because you parked at the Jets. Nice. For a minute, I thought you were. You meant that you flew a jet, but you loaded as aircraft CSL. But I'm a little dense. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Nice. So we'll rewind it to the point where I was basically base to final. It shouldn't be too far up. That's pretty high. We got hosed by the automatic tower switch. I hate that. There we go. Okay, I'm going to rewind it a little bit again. There we go. I like watching those turns with like some terrain in the picture. We went from like being too high to catching up, then being too slow. Beer. Yes. I was playing 10. Mainly because of this airplane. Yeah, I fly X-Band 11 as well. That does work. Okay, so how come I couldn't get this to like sit right? There we go. me just rewind it again. There's Ninja. Right there. Best thing about track IR is being able to keep the runway in with the panel at all times. Like I'm always overshooting the runway when I'm not using track IR. I do, yeah. It's just that this airplane is not updated with X-Plane 11. And hey, Jamie, what's happening? Just for this airplane. Otherwise, everything else I'm in 11. I'm flying the 732, the Rotate, the 733. That's all in 11. Yeah, but I wish that they would update this airplane for X-Plane 11. I've tried flying it in X-Plane 11, but it's just, yeah. And it's not even to do with the looks of it. It just handles all messed up. Well, you know what, Jamie? I've flown it so many times in 10, and I know how good it performs in 10. Whereas like the ground handling feels really wonky in X-Plane 11, and the climbs, the climb performance is like actually way too much. It cruises at like 175 instead of 140 something that it does in 10. You know, like everything on it is just very strange. So, oh, no kidding, Keith. Interesting. Actually, X-Plane 11 also allows you to program a switch. I have it on my hat switch to go up and down liveries if you want. So. Oh, we're over at AJ. We're over at John Wayne. Yeah. Although one thing I'll tell you guys to be careful with, if you try to switch liveries in the rep, it treats each livery as a separate aircraft. And I made that mistake before where I'm cruising along and I accidentally hit the switch to switch liveries, and the airplane suddenly shuts down. And if it was a livery that had, let's say, been tied down, all of a sudden the chalk in midair, like the chocks are showing, the straps are showing, and it just, yeah, it's a mess. You switch it back and it puts it back at your airplane. I think it puts it back in the state that it was in, or sometimes you have to restart the engine mid-flight. So it's kind of annoying. Whereas other planes, it doesn't do that. I guess it's just the way the rep handles each livery as like an individual aircraft, which is kind of cool in a way, because I guess it's trying to simulate. You have a couple of different airplanes of the same type in the hangar with their wear and tear and their hours and their state of, you know how rep does the maintenance hours and stuff like that on it. So